the sun setting over the mountains, palm trees, oh, the Spanish air. How much does it cost to travel to Spain? I'm gonna go through all the details for traveling to Spain, whether you're already here in Europe like me, or if you're coming from other parts of the world like the United States. And stick with me till the end of the video because I'm gonna be breaking down all the COVID entry requirements for Spain and everything you need to know. Now let's go, vamos! Everybody has their own way to get to the airport. Your airport transfer depends on which city you live in. I live in Florence. Today I'm flying out of Bologna. That's about a 1 hour and 15 minute drive from here. I have different options. I can take the train.
Expected drive time is 1 hour and 19 minutes.
I can take a shuttle bus specifically for the Bologna airport. If I take the train, I get to the Bologna train station, then I have to take the tram to the airport. I take my own car, and with the toll, with the fuel, I estimate the cost to be at 25 euro. Cappuccino?
Cappuccino, sì.
I guess I should explain where I'm going in Spain. I'm going to Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, those little Spanish islands off of the west coast of Africa. It should be beautiful. Got a takeaway coffee here on the Autostrada. It's the big interstate road in Italy. Cost 3 euro. I'm leaving my car here at the off-airport parking at the Bologna airport, and that's mainly because my return flight from Gran Canaria gets in late, so I wouldn't be able to take the train home to Florence if I wanted to. I'll leave the car here for 7 days, and that's parked in this area here. It's not covered parking, although it's in the covered area right now. And the cost on that is 54 euro. Slight correction on that. I would normally take the train. I prefer the public transportation, but you have to weigh up your options in the city you're traveling from. The good thing in Europe, there are a lot of train and public transportation options from the city center to the airport. The little shuttle bus should be. And at the airport, Bologna is one of the 2 big airports in central Italy, along with Florence, along with Pisa is probably the 3rd one. Bologna is the biggest. So if you need to travel in and out of central Italy, Bologna is your go-to airport. In the north, it's Milan Malpensa. In the south, it's Rome. Look at that, only in Italy. Cool, old, I think around the 1980s Vespa P series. I love the Vespas. How are you?
You need your passport and boarding pass.
Ryanair, low-cost airline, but you gotta make sure you get the low-cost options. Because I booked late and because I had to do a check-in bag, there wasn't space to carry my bag on board. I ended up paying 220 euro for the ticket. I'm in the airport lounge. A little bit strange because this lounge is before the security control, but they do have their own dedicated fast track lane. So this lounge is pretty well stocked. You need to go over to the bar and ask the barista there for the food and the drinks. But I got a salad, I got some whole grain salad, a couple pieces of focaccia. In Italy, the best focaccia. Some juice and some water. All this, the cost 0. Actually, I'm paying an annual fee on my Capital One Venture X credit card, so the prices may vary depending on the annual fee you're paying on that. But with that, you get access to all the Priority Pass lounges around the world. And if you travel a lot like me, it's well worth the effort because you're getting into these lounges, you're getting all the food, you're getting also, they have alcohol drinks in there, they have wine as well, so a little bit too early in the day for me to start doing that. As it always happens, I get too comfortable there in the lounge, wrapped up in my work, wrapped up in those coffees. Let's get on the flight. Hopefully the weather is better when we get to the Canary Islands.
Welcome to Las Palmas.
Yes, I do.
That's better. So Cynthia's trying to give me recommendations for where to go in Gran Canaria. No success. Internet's broken.
Go enjoy.
Gracias, Cynthia. Adios. So nice at Sixt. I say it all the time. This car, 7 days. I didn't get insurance because I have my own hire insurance. I got the basic car, manual transmission, but she upgraded me because I always rent from Sixt. Cost of the car, 134 euro. To stop for a minute, you gotta see this. Look at this. The sun setting over the mountains, palm trees, oh, the Spanish air. I'm so happy in the Canary Islands on Gran Canaria. Oh, so amazing. I love Spain. I love being here from the airport here in Las Palmas. I have about a 20-minute drive. I'm staying in a place called Playa del Ingles, and that's in the southern part, of this island. Once I get there, I'm gonna break down the cost of my Airbnb. If you're getting some enjoyment out of this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you're a super fan and you'd like to help me and help the videos along, consider giving a super thanks. Down in the comments, leave a comment. Have you ever been to Spain? Yes or no? And if yes, tell me your favorite place. And if not, and if you'd like to go, where you'd like to visit. Or hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, join the community. Now my only regret is I wish I would have arrived here a little bit sooner. The sun is going down, it's gonna be dark soon, but that was the only flight that was available today, and to add to that, it was delayed by 1 hour. But bear with me, we're almost there. Even in the dark, it's beautiful. They gave me the best room here. There are plenty of windows that's gonna let a lot of daylight in tomorrow morning. Clean, very nice. I don't like it when you have these two single beds because you use one or use the other. You don't wanna get caught there in the middle because that's Death Valley and it's a bad setup if you're a couple. All white, that kind of fresh look, and the big piece de resistance. Hear the waves crashing right there. There's even a little swimming pool down here. I don't expect I'll be using that much. I'm gonna be out there exploring the island every day. Off in the distance you see, that's the main part of Playa del Ingles, and it's a party town. People go out drinking, clubbing all night, but in the morning it's southern facing. You're gonna get beautiful views, the sun, everything you want. So what did I pay for this beachside paradise? Well, I'm gonna get to that. I did stop at the store on the way. I bought some water and some vino tinto, which means red wine in Spanish, from the island Gran Canaria. Let's dip into it. I just met my neighbors in number 12. I bought a nice bottle of wine, but this place doesn't have a wine opener. So I yelled at my neighbors, Lithuanians, up there. I said, hey, you got a wine opener? And he had one. I got this thing open. All the more better. One thing I forgot to mention, parking is free here. I looked on Airbnb. I found this great place. It's called Las Tejas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I was doing some research online. I also came across the link on Booking. It was just that little bit more inexpensive. On Airbnb, oftentimes you get hit with a lot of different fees. The price, 633 euro. That comes out to around 90 euro a night. And honestly, I think that's a good price when you consider you got the ocean right here. So let's talk about what you need to think about for the coronavirus restrictions when you want to travel to Spain. Basically, the rules are nearly the same as they are for Italy. So that means if you're from the European Union, and I'm going to put a link down there in the description, all you need to have is a vaccination or a negative coronavirus test or proof of recovery from COVID in the last 6 months. Now, if you're coming from outside the European countries, then those options are a little bit more limited. You need to have a vaccination, and that vaccination needs to be valid from the last 9 months. And if not, you need to have a booster. And if not that, you can have a COVID recovery certificate. You don't have the option of producing a negative COVID result. You either have to have a vaccination or a COVID recovery certificate to enter this beautiful country of Spain. And the cost, I think it's well worth it. You get here, you get to places like this, Gran Canaria, all over Spain. You can explore. Your costs are going to vary depending upon if you're coming from Europe, and you can find lower cost tickets. I paid way too much for my ticket. Or if you're coming from outside of Europe, you may be paying more, you may be paying less. There are a lot of options and a lot of good deals to be had out there. I mean, come on, look at that view.